Hi there, I'm Homunculus, and this is my review on Total War Rome 2.
Themselves were your leaders. We will shock the enemy into defeat. To arms! For battle!
I have liked the Total War series pretty much most of my life. I remember playing it when I was like 5 when I shouldn't have, and I really it's my favourite RTS series of all time, and but personally, Rome wasn't my favourite. But the hype of the new release and Rome 2 coming out, I did replay it and I really did enjoy it. And I thought I'd go into the new game with a sort of fresh point of view. Rome 2 sort of started out quite buggy. The first couple of weeks, everyone was complaining about how the AI was pretty much stupid and dead, which I can't blame them because even now I can still see bugs with it. Starting with the campaign, I'm going to say it's really fun. Don't go into it thinking it's going to be completely new or it's going to be completely awful or something like that, seeing as people have been saying stuff like it's changed or something like that. It's still a Total War game, so still expect that. The fact that all the playable nations are there from the start, although you do have to buy the Greek and I think the tribal nations through DLC, which can be a bit annoying, seeing as I think most people wanted to play as Greeks. There's been many new features in the campaign, stuff like stances, so you can put your armies into like a fortified stance or an ambush stance. So when armies go to attack, there'll be different features that will come up, which is really cool. And armies now get traditions, which is also a very cool feature, seeing as it's not just the generals that level up now. The annoying things that I found is, again, I say, the Greek and tribal nations are DLC, and this means that you're paying an additional like £16 for content that should have been really there day one. I've also found that quite a lot of nations share a really similar tech tree, which, although isn't the worst thing in the world, can be a bit annoying if, let's say, like I did a Briton campaign for quite a while. I think I got to about 35 turns, and by that time I pretty much maxed out my tech tree, and because of that I felt sort of like, oh, I'll start a new one. So I started I can't remember what they're called, but Gull, so France. And yeah, again, after a while I sort of had the same sort of recurring things, and although there's different units, there's not a lot of different things in the campaign, which felt a bit lacking. If you're not playing Rome, you're kind of not having a full experience in the campaign. There's too many other nations. This has also been pointed out by other critics that there's so many other turns that if you end up playing a game where you're watch every turn, then by turn 50, 60, the turns are taking so long just to clock over because you're watching all these different animations that don't really need to be there. That's all I have to say on the campaign. Now, on battles, after the first couple of weeks and now months, I feel the AI has been fixed, but it's not completely fixed. Personally, I feel that every time you get into a battle, your units sort of spread out and become sort of this big cluster of different graphical shapes fighting each other, and not sort of tactics what we see in other Total War games like even up to like Medieval and Shogun. You see these, well, Shogun 2, you see these lines and they stay in lines. There's many different maps, which is very interesting. Like you can click a point in any sort of area in the campaign, and it will allow you to do a battle there, which is very cool. And I mean, it even has like pinpoint locations and stuff like that, which is just a cool little feature. I feel that it's also very fast-paced. Sometimes battles could take so long that it got boring in a way, but it's fast-paced, but that also means that quite a lot of the units, like even in big battles, units just seem to run at the slightest of anything. But I guess that's to make the campaign longer as you increase your troops and try and level them up, pretty much. Apart from that, I feel that it's very good game. It's a Total War game that seems to have had a little bit stripped out and a little bit added in. But overall, it's a very enjoyable experience, and I would still get it. If you still want the Greek and the tribal nations, you're still going to have to pay that extra, which is annoying. And thankfully, I got Rome as a gift, so I didn't mind paying out that little extra. But yeah. So thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Goodbye.